Hello, so this video will be about the learning shrines, which will give you a lot of points, and you can get all of them in the first stack. So Act 1 equals 8 shrines, and that's a lot of points you can get. So as you can see, at level 12 I have 11 points left to learn, 47 bench strength, and this is all of the skills I have. So it's kind of like a good, I don't know, mid-game guide. So this is what you should be having. Doesn't matter if it's not axes, it can be any of the other skills as well. And then we'll also be doing the Bygone Signets, which is a little bit weird because this will be a much harder one. Now, a little bit of details before we start. There are 2 learning stones that will be so hard that most people will only be able to do them in the end game. If you try to do them early and if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to run into a lot of trouble because there are a lot of enemies to kill. So this one over here is very hard to get. I recommend you leave it for a bit later. But I also recommend you get all of them in Act 1 so you can have a much better and a much more fluent game so you don't have to grind. So I guess it's up to you. Lose a few nerves, but you don't grind as much as you would otherwise. And the last one, which is over here, number 8, is super hard to get. I barely found any good information about it in the internet. I spent about 4 hours trying to path the way. Basically I have to go from here, through here, and also right here. This is kind of like a placeholder because once you get to that location with the primeval forest, yeah, you'll see that it's actually a very hard to reach location. So if you do this in Act 1, this will be the hardest thing you'll be doing. So as a short recap, this is number 1 for my video and this will be number 8. The other ones are actually very easy to get. This is, for example, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that will be 8, and this will be 7 over here. It's on the other side, so you have to come from this side over here. So if you want to do it, I guess you can start with this one, and then you can go on the other side, finish that one, and then just do these ones over here. You also have to go all the way around the bridge, because if you don't repair the bridge in the beginning, you'll have to backtrack. So let's begin. Over here, the first one in the north, you basically have to go as far as you can until you see this altar over here. And I'll just show you the entire pathway because I have a feeling a lot of people will not find it just because it's a little bit weird. You just have to go all the way up to the north until you see a cave. Again, it's very hard to explain, so might as well show you. And after you enter the cave, you have to go and exit on the other side of the cave. Now, I already killed all of the enemies. Over here to the left, on the right it's only a dead end. But mostly you have to avoid a lot of stuff. Even so, the things that are here... Oh, by the way, that's a pot on my head. Yes, you saw correctly. So might as well just follow along or just watch the video and then do it in your game. Because if I explain, you can actually not wake up that golem if you are careful enough. You just have to avoid it, but it's in such a position that you'll not be able to avoid it. The footprints also will give you a good hint. Now also the Bygone relics are kind of interconnected with the learning stones, but I'll choose to do them first. Also, when you exit over here, you have to go all the way around and then come back over there, if that makes sense. So yeah, go over, go past the relic over here, the ruins, and then go something like that. I don't know, a little bit weird. This is a dead end. Well, I guess I checked. I showed you. So you have to go all the way down over here, and it's kind of deceiving because it gives you the impression that you can go down at any point, but nope. Don't go there because that's another dead end. Actually, there's a lot of loot in this area. You might want to go there as well. I wonder who keeps dropping all of the torches, right? And over here it's another cave. That's something interesting. You can watch and see what it is. And then you have to go below. But over here also see some tracks that I recommend you do as well as long as you're here. So there is a lot of stuff to collect, but I'll not go over every little detail. Just know that you will probably want to collect every little detail like that. And then you just have to follow the footprints, which kind of disappear after a while. That's a Leshy over there, if I remember correctly. So yeah, as you can see, we kind of double around that thing. And yeah, to get to that middle section, you also have to go through a cave, but that's also pretty annoying. And it's over here. Yeah, I also walked past it because I couldn't remember it. Learning Stone. Okay, so this is number 2. You just have to go through here, cross over there, then go over here, and then just go to the south. Now this is a bit of a weird one because you're supposed to walk on water more or less. And if you're a new player, you probably don't really know about this mechanic very well. You can see it's also getting pretty dark over here. You might think, well, there's nothing here, but there is. And it's over here on a little island. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, we'll have to do the free ones. Okay, so for the third one, not much to say about it over here. You just go from the woodcutter camp to the south. Go through here. As you can see, you'll have to fight a lot of animals or just avoid them, and this one is actually pretty easy to get. There's a lot of other loot around here. Easy peasy. Now the next one will be a little harder. Okay, now this will be number 4. Now this one seems like it's easy, but it's actually a little bit more tricky because you just have to go south from the road. But you can also follow these footprints over here. You'll see it over there, but it's kind of like going the other way, not exactly straightforward, is it? Over here, over here, yeah. I think I remember that pretty well. Oh yeah, over here as well. It can be a little tricky if you're not familiar with some of the mechanics of the game. Not bad, not too easy, not too hard. Next one. Okay, I think I made a mistake when I showed you the map the first time. So it's something like this. So it's a triangle over here. Over here we have that one and that one. So that's 5 in total. And this one is pretty straightforward as well. When you see the hunter, well, I guess I can show you. That's the cave, that's the trail of bones. And over here you have the hunter that will teach you gutting and some other cool things. This is the road. But I'm showing you this because you also need to speak with the NPC to learn very useful things. Then you go all the way over here. Now this is a little bit hidden because you might take the other way around. Well, not much to say about this one, just be careful the boss doesn't engage you and you also get to see a cool fox. So that's 5, this will be 6, 7 and then the 8. Okay, next one. Okay, now this is a very straightforward one. As you can see, you just have to go south, kind of like on the bottom, but you do need to fight a lot of mosquitoes and frogs and some other things. So even though this one is not so hard to find, it's actually quite hard in terms of combat, and it's over here. And I guess, yeah, we had the triangle over here. So that's 2, 5, 6. Now, 7 and 8 can be done a little bit weirdly. So if you want to do this in the first tag, like I mentioned, you have to go all the way around there, which is kind of annoying. See you there. It's a little harder because you have to go all the way around over here and then probably go to the farm or below the farm and then go over here. And you still have to fight a lot of things, and as you can see, the mosquitoes and the frogs will fight each other, but it's kind of a long and weird fight. Now you also can destroy the mosquito nests that are all over the place, avoid those weirdos. Like I killed a lot of them. And here it is. Now as you can see, it's kind of sitting alone on a very big island, but it's actually one of the harder ones to get because of all of those enemies and you really need to fight. Now regarding these Hunt Showdown monsters, you can just destroy them. So you don't have to avoid them, you can just bait them as close as possible to the shoreline. And then you can just kill them. Now, it's supposed to be a Hunt Showdown, probably reference, I don't know. This will be a little harder to explain, so take this with a lot of warning. So I don't recommend you do the quest unless you get the map. But if you get the map in Act 1, you might break a quest in Act 2 where you're actually supposed to do the very thing we'll be doing right now. Some people said that if you take the map right now, it might break a quest in Act 2, but also if you go into the last area over here, which is kind of, I don't know, hidden from the player at this point of the game, You might do the quest, you might get a lot of rewards, you might have fun, but the area is super hard because it's an endgame area. And you might also skip chapter 2 entirely, or you might have some game breaking bugs if you do it right now. Anyway, just explaining, so if you want to do this, do it minimally. And I don't remember exactly in what room, but in one of these rooms, that's a very scary bear, one of the chests had a map, and the map was called Tristan map, and the map will actually guide you to the bonded camp, and you actually have to follow it exactly as it says, otherwise you'll never get to the bottom of it. Now, the guides on the game are misleading, the map is misleading, I don't know, I just had a horrible time, wasted about 4 hours of my time because I couldn't understand anything. Oh boy, so let's begin. Bring a lot of healing, bring a lot of weapons, bring everything you have. Everything. Now, if you watch over here the world map, as you can see you are near the tavern, but even that is not obvious, because this seems like it's much more. So this is the shit, this is the tavern, and this is the path you're supposed to follow. Some of the guides mention that you have to go to the left, which is obviously a mistake, because you can. This would be a shortcut. This would be too easy, but no. The red line actually will guide you, and you have to go exactly as it tells you. But it's kind of easy because you just have to follow it like this. See? Now the biggest problem starts immediately because after you exit the tavern, you have to go over here. And as you can see, you're following it directly. So you're supposed to take the quest line that is only available in Act 2 and follow a pathway that is super janky. And as you can see, there are still a lot of enemies, and this is not half of it. And weirdly enough, they don't even tell you what to do. So I will not even try and explain to you what you have to do when you get to the village. Just get to the village. Follow this as closely as you can. The bear cave, by the way. You don't want to go to the bear cave, of course. I guess I should mark that properly. When you mark something over there, it also marks it on the big world map. Okay? And you'll have to avoid a lot of enemies, and believe me, this is not something you want to do in the early game, but I did it and it's actually pretty much achievable. You only need at least this armor, 12 armor. Well, I guess I also have a lot of health compared to what I normally should have by now. This is where I got the pot helmet, by the way. The cauldron helmet. I guess you can find that little area pretty easily over there. I'm also going to open the map a lot of times so you can see where you have to go exactly. Now, there will be a few pathways that will be ambushed by the angry wolves, but I got so tired of getting killed by them that I actually killed them myself, so... yeah, you might not be able to kill all of the wolves, so... not be as easy as it looks right now. And this is the hard part, because you arrive over here and you don't know where to go. Well, follow the road. I got so angry that I killed them, because eventually you just don't want to deal with them anymore. There is some loot here and there, so explore a little more if you want. And even so, you get confused and you die. I guess I also got confused and died over here right now. Okay, I guess that was a good show and tell of what you have to do versus what you don't have to do. Now the problem is, if you're also playing on this difficulty, you will probably want to go to the main menu and back when you arrive at an area, because that will save the game automatically. Now you might be thinking, I'm exaggerating, is it that bad? Oh, you have no idea how bad it is. Some of the wolves over there are so hard to kill that, I don't know, I think I tried for 5 minutes to bypass some areas and I couldn't do it until I killed the wolves. And at some point you just don't really want to kill them anymore because there are just too many enemies. So this is kind of like backtracking too much, sadly. Sorry about that, but I guess now we know. I think that's all I wanted to explain mostly. I think this is the part where I didn't understand where to go, so go to the main menu, that will save the game. You cannot save on this difficulty classic, so you have to go to the main menu and then come back over here, which will give you kind of like a nice breathing point and breathe a little more. You can try to avoid the wolves, but it's hard to avoid the wolves and also pathfind. As it's so weird and janky. Okay, no, through here, I have to go through there. It just gave up so many times. Don't do it to the wolves attacking you, you'll just die so many times you'll get bored of the game. There'll also be little areas where you can relax a little bit. And some of the guides are super annoying with this one. Now also save the piggy, speak with the piggy, speak with the lady. Do whatever you have to do over here, but don't get invested too much in the quest, because like I said, you'll need to do all of this in Act 2 and it might break some things. Can't even see where the water ends. And this is where the guides become super annoying, because they don't explain anything to you. Basically you have to go over here and then go something like that. I know, it will be annoying. It's not over there, so don't go over there. I am questioning myself a lot not to engage this quest. Past the wooden piggy, which is a bit weird, but don't think too much about it. And this is where it also gets even more annoying, because the map is not detailed. You can buy a more detailed map in Act 2, but this is all we have for now. Piglet. Let me see if I can cross through here, otherwise we'll have to double back. Cross through here, here we can. So you can get a more detailed map that will actually show you the entire area over here, but it doesn't help that much because it's more or less the same thing. This whole area over here is just about fighting and not dying and well, some other things. Just take a breather over here. I think the game will also save sometimes. Do stuff like this, but just in case, go to the main menu again and come back over here. So yeah, even if you do this in Act 2 with a detailed map, it will still be hard because it's all of the combat that kind of gets on your way. Plus all of the dark flame, or I think it's called black flame, which will get super annoying. I think we went the wrong way, to be completely honest. Huh. Yeah, you have to go all around this big area and then go through it, and in the middle there will be, guess what? You guessed it. Also, don't get too close to those because they'll spawn in bombs that will explode. They can also kill you in one combo, those dogs. Yeah, that's a bear over there. But the bear will actually fight all of the other enemies, so you might as well use that to your advantage. So this might look familiar because you're actually at the starting area. But I don't know. I guess you can technically come through here as well. It's a shortcut. Well, I guess I showed you the long way, but the enemies will probably kill you at this point. Oops. That will tend to happen a lot of times. I guess you can also take that pathway, but I recommend you use the map for safekeeping, because otherwise you'll not get to the village, and if you come over here you might as well go to the village as well. So let me show you again how this works. So this is the tavern, and we just took this pathway over here because we also followed the map. You can also take this pathway over here, but if you look at the wall map, it doesn't say anything over there. Plus that bear and the wolves and the boars. I killed some of the enemies over here. It's kind of hard to traverse with them around. Down over here. I couldn't be bothered to kill everything. Now one of the few things that will actually guide you, and you know you're in the right place, because that's the Mandragora over there. And the way you cross the water over here is kind of an invisible pathway, almost impossible to see with the naked eye. Okay, so there it was, the shrine, the learning shrine. Okay, now for the signets. There are 7 signets that you can obtain, and some of them can be very easy to get, some of them can be very hard to get, but you need to get all of them, otherwise this doesn't work. So if you don't plan on getting all of them, you might as well just play the game blindly, and when you decide to get all of them, don't play blindly anymore and just go for them. So we have 7 of them. Now, some of them are super easy to get, some of them are much harder to get. For example, over here the first one will be in the north in the pit, or near the pit. You just have to dodge some ghosts to get it. Over here in the plateau, yeah, you know this, we already did this. You have to go through a cave over here and exit through here. The plateau will be pretty easy to do. You just need to observe it and then you can enter and take the signet. Over here you just have to interact with a few bricks on both sides, I think. And just observe all of the bricks and then you'll find some that you can press pretty easy. Over here, Boris's chest. You have to sneak into the night and just steal them. So it's for free. So by now we have 4 that are very easy to get. Now this is where things get complicated. Number 5 will be this one over here. You can straight up buy it, but it's 1500 gold, which is very expensive, and you might want to do it a bit later after you get all of the skills needed to, you know, skin gut animals and do a lot of other stuff as well from the trainer. And then over here we'll just have a very annoying puzzle that will probably just watch a guide, because nobody really wants to do that. I guess you can try a few times, but I doubt we'll be able to do it blindly. And then the last one is the more annoying one. So the last one is tied with the missing quest, which I haven't done, but it's supposed to be fairly straightforward. Missing, so it's tied to this one over here. And you actually get a clue by speaking to the lady outside, and she says she wants to meet you in the night, and then you can speak to someone in the kitchen and they will tell you about the missing people that were with the girl that tells you to meet in the night. So if that quest doesn't trigger for whatever reason and you don't get abducted, from what I understand, people said that you can go into that cave if you just follow something like a pathway from the bridge below, and I don't know, it's supposed to be somewhere in that area, the cave, so you can actually go to the cave alone without being abducted, but we'll do the abduct part. So if the abduction part or the quest doesn't work like that, yeah. Or if you don't have the missing quest, just search the location a few times and you'll probably get it. Okay, so here as you can see is nothing to fancy, you just go to the north, and as you can see we're over here straight up north. And there will be a lot of angry birds chasing you probably. They're as infested to the birds. I'm not sure why these are here. Maybe they respawned or something, so over here it's kind of hidden. And you just have to avoid the ghosts, which don't really do a lot of damage, not too bad. You can even come here at level 0 when you got it. I think that I got caught in that silly little thing. And there are a few other things you can do over here. A few other things to explore, but usually it's pretty straightforward. And you'll find it over here. Those are so mean. I guess you can go and get the next one because it's so close by, and we don't really have to do much. Come on, get out of my way, silly birds. Could be over there. So yeah, let's just go. And as you can see, the game has a lot of secrets, but most of them involve a lot of backtracking, and you have to kill everything, because if you don't kill everything, you'll just be always annoyed by the same enemies and you'll always have the same problems. Plus you need a lot of money for the endgame stuff as well. Also have to do a video with the shrines and some of the other things you have to collect. So in a way, I wish the game was a little more open-worlded and not so much backtracking, but that's what we got. It is good enough as it is. Now, We have a few blocks over here to observe. I already did that, so it's no longer going to be visible for me. But I think that was one of them that, as you saw. So what you do over here is just come over here and right click on the walls. That wall, and I think this wall will have one. Not much tactic, not much work to do over here. Hey, over here. See that one? The ones that bug out are the ones that have to be pushed. And I think you need to push 3 of them, 2 or I think it's 3 of them, and I don't know, it might open if you press 2 of them or 3 of them, but that's 4 of them, so yeah, just enter this place and you'll have it. Could be around here somewhere, maybe even on the table. So that's 2 of them, and we'll go for the third one now. Okay, not much to say over here. You just have to go through here in the cave in the north, and then you'll spawn somewhere over there, then go all the way around, and you'll arrive over here to the back where you can just observe it and you'll enter it. Watch out for the harpies. A lot of nice items to collect over here. I'm wasting so much food just because I need so much healing, so I cannot imagine how bad it is for newer players. You cannot really kill harpies at this point, so yeah, your best bet is to just hide. Okay, this one will be much easier because as you can see, you just have to go to the Remnant camp. Over here, just go to the left. Now, from what I understand, this works after 11 or 23, 11 PM or 23. Oh, that's perfect. So as you can see, this NPC will go out and smoke sometimes, so you need to wait for that. Well, I guess we need to wait until she comes out. Let's see if it's fast or slow. That's becoming anyway. But after that, remember to get a lot of money for the next Porsche because we need 1,500 points for the next phase. Oh, wow. So this will be a problem. Let's see how much you have to wait until the NPC steps out. Because if you enter it while the NPC is in here, that's no good. The chest will be over here. Now, keep in mind that there are 2 chests. One has the item you need, the other one has some cool items. You can also just walk. Now, some people will say I cannot do it because he wakes up. Well, just slowly walk and hug the edges. So that's one chest with the loot, and this is the one that has the signet. Okay. I think we need the expert lockpick for this one. Okay. He did it in time. So we did the one over here, the plateau was easy, this was easy. This was also super easy as well. Now let's go for the 5th one, which will be over here, and we just need the money to buy it. Okay, so this is the easy part. The merchant will be in front of the city, but if he's sleeping, you can just sleep over here. He will not really sell you, you can wake him up, but he will be just annoyed at you and you cannot do anything about that. Yes, everyone is an early bird in the game. We're starting with 7, you can speak with him. You also want to buy the Mandragora root and some of the other things they have over here for sale. For example, the Voodoo Mask. I mean, it's not really important, but it's an unique item. Plus, you might want to buy all of the jiggling pouches and maybe the ram if you haven't found one yet. You need one. Yes, we can do it like this. And that means we already have 5 of them. At this point. Well, you have 5 if you can locate them in your inventory. Oh, it's over here. So, a little recap, as you can see, with the ghosts in the plateau, the little puzzle over there, the thieving. And now we can also buy it over here, and now we'll go over here to the puzzle. As you can see, it's going to be another long road. Now, you can do this in another order. I'm just doing it in an order that is more, it's a more fluent and a more relaxed one, because the missing quest is going to require a lot of patience as opposed to just coming here and buying it. Also, you probably want to do all of them at the same time, because of what I showed you so far. As you can see over here, you have the learning shrine, and over here you have the signet, so you can do both at the same time or one after the other. Or for example, here you have that one, and you get the idea. You can do, I recommend you do all of them at the same time, but for clarity and for the purpose of the video, I did them like... Okay, this will be a little bit weird because I'm going to do this blind, so you just have to go all the way around here, over here, go next to the farm, and then just pass and go to the ruins. Okay, or bronze shield. I don't recommend you fight all of that. By the way, this is a reference to Game of Thrones, a lot of blades, so I'll just leave it at that. Over here at the low right, it will be the thing you need. I recommend you go from an area where it doesn't really matter, because once you're inside they cannot attack you, but don't disturb the harpies. Okay, let's try this blindly and let's see what happens. He died. I guess you have to do this until you figure out the correct answers. Well, it's a bit annoying because it's just trial and error, there's not much to it. Okay. Oof. The right one. You have to be so precise, I don't like this. Because if you just step on, you can step on two of them very easily. Okay. And as you can see, it's a complete little puzzle. A bit annoying. Scares me. It will take forever if you just do it blindly. Okay, it was like this. Okay, we made it. Yeah, I don't think there will be anything. Oh, ceremonial sword, which we'll need for later. Vine, it looked like blood was coming out of that block. Okay, let's see all of the other rewards, because this time we can even see what we can get as extra. Second healing herbs, which is not bad. Oh, why is that broken? Who broke the window? Vandalism. Happens even 100, maybe 1,000 years ago, maybe 10,000. Anyway, it's a long time ago. With all of this, the room edge, yeah, very dangerous. I feel. Huh. Someone better, someone better call the cleaning staff, because this is horrible. Look at all of the cobwebs and everything is broken by vandals over here. Hello. So it's time for the big quest. Now, I was almost falling asleep because of that nice snoring over there. So the quest is called Missing. Now, I forgot who gives you the quest. I guess in this Remnant camp, Cora and Pil. I'm not sure if you need to talk to both of them, but probably it will help.
Huh.
It's me there tonight. That's the first hint.
Huh?
I guess we just have to buy a room. A room key? Wait, does that mean the room will be locked? Yes, this is mine. No, I guess you should be prepared with healings and some other stuff. Also, level up more, just try to be your best. bonus, a movement speed meat plus the movement speed bonus we get from normal sleep. As you can see, this will make us quite speedy. Now my gear, well, not much to say about it. It's not anything spectacular. I guess I can replace some of this stuff, but I'm too lazy.
How?
And if you speak to this character over here, it will tell you that people are missing after meeting with that woman that is outside. And that's your second hint. I guess she will be inside. Yeah, she's over there. Understands. We gave her the ring, but it doesn't seem to change anything, so I thought that will be an interaction with the missing quest, because if she likes you, she will tell you. Anyway, it doesn't work like that.
Huh?
So, yeah. There's someone called Wind.
Hmm.
Waltus. That's supposed to be a scar. Yeah, travel all over Drova. Oh yeah, an ambush. Now keep in mind that this is one of those things that will just be a cutscene or an interaction. Oh, good. That was exciting. What does he want? So the three of us? No, he doesn't. Sorry. That laughter. Well, I guess I can defeat them, but let's get defeated. We can beat them up pretty easily, but let's go and get kidnapped. We'll take you with us. My money. Well, I guess I don't care about that money that much. Your outfit. I just want to see how this quest is like over here when you're awake. What happened? Prince to the Bygones. Rock slide. Oh, okay. Where are all my things? I need my things. Problem now. Compare my gear. Yeah, I don't want my face smashed. I almost smashed their face. Got it? No, I have no arguments against that. I'm just preparing the rebellion. Nobody calls you boss at home, do they? Would be funny if I couldn't take him, right? I guess it can be done with a lot of patience, but I just don't have the patience. Yeah, I don't have the patience to win this fight, especially because he has a spear. If he had another weapon... I guess we are slowly healing. Yeah, you can totally win this fight, we just have to kite him around the pillars, but... I am not sure what will happen. Oh, he stole my only coin. My lucky coin. Hey, wakey, wakey. Okay, let's get work then. Reminds me of Outward. When you're also kidnapped and put into a mine. Wait, that sounds familiar. Inspired by Outward. Get inspired by Outward. Guess I have nothing to do but clear the way. Oh no, this will take forever. Yeah, I guess it's better if you just complete the quest maybe another way. One over here. True enough. Yeah, wait until I get my axe back, then we'll see what a little work will do. I guess there's nothing else. Okay, so that's all you do in the first day?
Oh.
Top left is my spot. Once I get there, let us go, I'm sure. Yeah, we have to... Oh, okay, nice. Are you woodcutter? How did it end up over here? Yeah, I guess you can defeat the boss in single combat if you use your fist and if you are even more high level than me, but I don't think that's the way the quest is supposed to be solved anyway. And then your luck ran out, right? Sarah told me about you, she's doing fine. Me too. Either died or got bitten. Cannot much. We're gonna build them, they're supposed to... Did they really? This is supposed to be the work of humans. The divinities, where did... Yeah, where did they go? Yeah, that explains everything. How do we get some privacy? Whatever. Oh, now we care about the beds. What does it matter? I guess you have the... Everyone has their own fleas and we don't want to share the fleas. Yeah, we'll have a huge party. Shall we party? Yeah, let's party. Sounds like a great idea. How do we party? By digging? Are we dwarves? Yes, we are. First we have to eat. Yeah, it's more something else. Yes, yes. Dreamcaster, interesting. Got something. Bad idea, I should have moved it. This weapon an even more impressive door. Fabius Augustus in battle against the first divinity. That sounds like someone who was a warrior that might have warrior items in there. Great warrior with a magic missile spell. This is a bit boring, okay. I'm just checking to see if I missed anything, but I guess I missed it. We cleared everything out. I mean, we don't really have a shirt or something else to hide it. But I don't think there's such in our pockets. Down the dead end. In the room up ahead, but there's nothing but trouble. Wonder, they're Bygone if they build stuff like that for their dead. I mean, it is a little rudimentary. Yeah, we did enough. Haven't got any time, really. Time for what? Nothing special.
Oh.
Documents. Okay, we'll sleep in our beds and we'll be happy about it. I guess I should do this faster, but I just want to preserve all of things. What you want? Get out of here. Maybe. We're getting more sleep. Oh, the rooster is here. We're getting more sleep than usual. Keeping watch is exhausting, and all of the guards were hungry as hell last night. So scarfed up all of the rations. There's nothing left for your breakfast. You don't have to hew rocks today. Instead, you'll be going to be mushrooms. What? Anymore. Get the mushroom. Yeah, I guess this should help with some things.
Huh?
But there was the mushroom area. Wait, what? Oh, she'll tell me where to get the mushroom. Stone and moss stew? That would be interesting. Stone and moss stew. Maybe mushroom is dangerous. Oh, wonder we shouldn't do it. We don't have any armor or weapons. Yeah, I'll manage. If not, it's no loss. Wait, I disappeared into thin air? What? Guess we're supposed to hunt the mushrooms with our hands and feet. Kind of don't like this. Silver worm is coming. Wait, what? No, I don't want this. Wait, now I cannot run, really? Why would this be a mechanic? I don't know, but I want to throw away the debris I have. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. The bird shooting a cube. I don't know. Wait, was that even connected to what I had to do? I should get some extra stuff, but I don't want to work too much in that mine. Do like that. Stop it. What's happening here? Manners? I'll show you manners. I haven't gone soft like you. Oh, skill Bruna. A lot of blood. I could have been here sooner.
Huh?
Add the mushrooms. Put the meat.
Hmm?
And what about the caves?
Hmm?
Okay, what do we need to help her?
Huh?
We're plotting, we have a big plot going on. Okay, so I guess he's just talking about it for today. I guess the prisoners will be revolting tomorrow.
Ah. Oh.
Huh.
No, you cannot defeat anyone like this. Or maybe? Nah. You just get hit on the counter attack, so I can... No, he'll steal my stuff now. No, my hard-earned stuff. I'm so tired of this. Yeah, I guess this is a problem. You might be able to defeat them if you have enough stats, but still it's a gamble. It's a very long gamble, I don't like it. Sorry, who says sorry? What do you want? They are supposed to be given deeper. This is like it's an episode of some cartoon where everyone's trying to escape. We're just not coming without any plans. Yeah, we need dinner. Get up. Dinner. I guess we need breakfast. Look at the bright side, at least we are getting some items. Oh shit. It's bleeding all over the place now.
Huh?
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, so the food you actually give is... The food you actually make is better for you? In the south. There's more healing herbs. Useful. I don't like where this is going. I think they're leaning too much into the puzzle aspect, the simulation aspect, and also the very narrative gameplay, which was not a staple of the game so far, and I don't think I like it. Oh, we're working on the same project, that's nice. Oh, let me guess, I'm still the one in charge with throwing out the rubble. The rubble. Yes, I know. Yeah, it seems like this is the part of the game where it suffers a lot from the lack of events. That's also relegating your character to throwing up the dirt. I guess we're not really the main character anymore, we're just another digger in the mine. Also, they tease me, but it's not this. Drink. Everyone takes their work so seriously, even the guards. I guess the food problem is actually the worse for the guards because they are actually expected to have a good life. The burial chamber. Okay. This looks like a trap. Probably a good idea from you, Lancer. I'll do it. Wondering why I chose to do it is because I need fighters. Help me win. Avoided everything. As you can tell, I don't really like puzzle games like these, so I'm just rushing to finish it. What button? Got an apple out of it. Wait, that was a guard. He didn't have more stuff? Oh. How are you supposed to remember that? Rags. The ring. What relic is that? Okay, so you do have to put them in a certain order, which is the most annoying thing they can do. Just leave them in any order it feels like the player wants to do them. So much extra frustration for nothing. So yeah, an adventure game where the puzzles become king. We know what we could do. Tetris. That's all we get to see a statue. Oh, that looks nice. But first the amulet. If the enemy is bleeding, you have a 10% chance to regenerate 5% health. That's amazing. Degraded or armor. I guess this was not really necessary, so I guess you better solve it while you're here, otherwise it will be very annoying to come back and do this. Okay, let's go out. Well, I guess we have something. Can we have something else to help us, more or less? That will not help us even one bit. Yeah, okay, whatever. I guess some parts of this will be, how should I put it, optional, but you still want to do it. You don't want to backtrack and come back here later. So this is the plan, here up. Yes, we do something now. And the plot thickens. It thickens a lot. I can still be at the... Now or never. Oh, okay, so I guess the plan is working out nicely. We have to distract her so we can get the weapons out and distribute them. I guess you need a key for that, and for this one you can lockpick. Must be the door that leads us outside.
Ah.
Wait until she completely leaves and then we'll lockpick. Heck. I don't think it's going to get better than this. Well, indeed, we have a few potions, not that it will matter in the long run. How much damage does the pickaxe do? I guess it's almost 0. 7.
Huh?
Ah.
Okay, you just engage in small talk. Wind is in. What was the other character that I needed to get in? Wind and Bruna. Okay, everyone is here. Now, Wind already. Right behind you. Collecting coins. This is almost like a nightmare. Collecting coins. Never-ending collection of coins. No, that would be a very bad idea to go through there, but where are we supposed to attack in? This is one problem I was not expecting. I mean, yeah, everyone is ready for war and battle, but you don't have a target. Okay, I guess the angry peasant mob will be continuing with their torches. Through here? Oh, no, this is just blocked off. And that was empty, okay. Now this has got to be one of the worst breakouts ever. We just don't have anyone to fight. Back there in the bedroom? Bedroom, the common room. Okay, we need some water. We are running around for a few minutes already. What kind of a nonsense is this? I really don't get it. Where did everyone go? I mean, oh. What are you going to do?
Oh.
Where is my stuff? Well, I stole a bunch of your stuff. Head north along the path, then turn left. She gets to leave.
Ah.
Yeah, she still says the same thing. Don't babble at me. Okay, so that was the weirdest thing I've seen. You just are supposed to go over there with the entire mob. That was the only reason why you needed the rusty key. I don't even care where my stuff is, we'll just fight like this.
Oh.
Yeah, just go get out of here and run away.
Oh.
Yes, we're not like them. Yeah, go away. Get out of Well, that and the fact that I don't really need to fight them. Oh, why is it ever... Why do they have to make everything a puzzle game? I just want my stuff. I guess we have all of our stuff back. Although we replace this with something else. And that'll be better. Poison throwing knife. What about the other knife? This is annoying. I don't want to do more management. Okay, so that's what they're supposed to do. guess we lost important experience if we let them go free like that, but it doesn't matter. But not like them, and besides, what else are they going to do? Start a new business? Actually, that makes me think, well, if they're going to do the same thing they have been doing until now, why would you let them win? Okay.
Huh?
You know what? It's not really worth breaking all of the crates for one extra coin or two. What's our quest? Freedom awaits, so I guess we can... I cannot believe this is so badly designed. I couldn't see anything over there. Yeah, these developers, yeah, they've done a lot of good things, but this is just silly. This quest is supposed to be one of the best ones and it's somehow one of the worst ones.
Huh.
What about that relic you found? What? Level 5? Oh, come on, dude. Look inside. Oh, he killed one of us. I don't really care. That's a strange relic. An epic one. I guess we can sleep here. Wait, what is the bygone relic? Did we get it? We got it. It doesn't say what the relic is, do they? This was a strange relic, it was not a bygone relic, so I don't get it. Oh well, let's just finish the quest, maybe it will make more sense after we finish it. More regeneration. Yeah, this quest is just beyond me. This design and weird things. We have a ring and a quest over there now. Okay, so this was a real fight. Okay, so this is the location of the cave, more or less. Why is this taking so long? Okay, there. That's it. How are you doing? She's fine. Also on my Bygone Relic. What's my Bygone Relic? That was the only reason I did the quest. Got a strange relic instead of a Bygone Relic. Cosmos Death.
Huh?
Okay, he got his wish completed. Okay, so what do you mean take another look at the relic? Confused by all of this. Okay, so it was over here. Was the quest completed? Yes, it was. Okay, everyone is saved here.
Oh.
This is the quest completed. I guess we just have to take all of this to the Ruin Raiders now. Okay, sure, we'll give it a go. I'll see what happens. Okay, so the quest just says you have to bring the relic of the Bygones to Olaf in the tavern, and he'll tell us what to do next. I'll be ringing a bell. That's reason enough. We could have said the whole thing a lot more surely, yeah well. The relic, better you ask for a relic. Ain't you? Sorry, the relic. I guess you get a key, but already got a key by breaking through the door. I don't know, it's a little bit better. Lot of rats, okay. I guess you get a shortcut unlocked anyway, but you can unlock the shortcut much sooner. I guess it works. And finally, so okay, at this point if you complete the quest and if you have 6 Bygone stones, that's what happens. This relic is not impressed. $100 coins. Found another relic. The more we find, the more we learn about them. Found another one. Part of a key. Oh, okay. A total of 7 parts. To the axe, Volcan. Okay, so I guess the more relics you bring him, the more people are in the camp, because usually there are only 2 people. Who's that guy? Found another relic. Let's just give him all of the relics and then we'll see what's up. Oh, so you cannot do that. Kind of annoying, so you need to do the quest first. You cannot just give him all of the relics. Where is that Zoltan guy? Oh,
Huh?
now we got the coup de grace. Done. What the rings like? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Can we learn the third one? I guess we need to have a certain prowess. 70 prowess, that's a joke.
Ah.
I guess we have more win rate. Let's go and talk to Olaf and then I'll end the video. Yeah, I was not expecting this to be locked by a quest, so it's hard locked by a quest. You cannot just get off the Bygone relics and then use them. A bit of a shame, a bit of a wasted, you know, wasted potential. How much gold did we actually make with all of that stuff? I guess we made a lot of gold by selling the relics and some other things.
Huh?
Why do we have health? Yeah, I think we are onto something. Oh, why? Just tell me what you need to tell me. Oh, the fire in the kitchen. Oh, okay. Just answer means privacy. Huh. Thing next to the rat. I don't want any beer. I want food. That was. Oh, so they want to save the world. The black flame, the monolith, and the red tower, and the divinities, and so on. That's a lot of information they throw in our face. You're always welcome here, no obligation. I guess the Ruin Raiders are technically the third faction, but you have to join one of the other two. So you have the Ruin Raiders and the Reconciliation Pact or whatever it is. The bonded ones in the forest. Yeah, whatever. Thank you for all of the keys he's giving me, but I don't need even one of them, I guess. Lockpicks are better than keys in this game. It's so weird, the pacing of the game is all weird, because by the time you can do this, you're already in the endgame and you don't really need much else. Okay, can I just give him the rest of the relics now? Fighting with daggers. Woo! He's very happy. He's crying now. 1,500 experience, nice. Chamber of Secrets, is this Harry Potter? And now he opens up. Wait a minute. So the inactive seal of Giovanus. So the last relic was also a signet. It has healing potions. I don't really care about that, but one the elixir of life and elixir of concentration. So he basically gives us money and then we buy stuff and give him back the money. Legendary helmet, I want that. We have a bow, a shield, a pair of daggers, an axe, and a dagger. The sword. I guess you have all of the weapons covered. The description for everything. I guess I really want to buy the axe, even though it's 6,000, I don't have the money to buy it. Although it's 100 focus and I also have this axe which is 74, so I guess this is really endgame stuff, so you don't really need it. But the magic resistance, I'm not sure if I need it or not. I'll buy it and I'll decide later. Wait, what? Of the shrine. What is that? So in a way we ended up being poorer than we started. You know, it was just the materials we'll never get to use. But the meat or the other stuff. So yeah, basically we wasted all of the money they gave us. So shrines, now we have a map of the shrines, so we know where the shrines are, so that will be probably my next goal, to find all of the shrines, activate them, and then the pieces of armor, and then some other stuff. They still have a lot of things to do in the game. 23 focus now, and more health. At least you get a lot of health bonuses along the way. Oh, the rest seems pretty normal. Okay, see you next time, bye bye.